So we have Eucharistic miracles, we have the Shroud of Turin, we have all the Marian miracles, we have archaeological proof that backs up the Bible, we have the fine-tuning of the universe, we have consciousness, we have love. We have so much proof of God, and more particularly of Jesus and what he preached. Look at near-death experiences. Heaven and hell laid out, clear detail. No one spoke more of heaven and hell than Jesus. Before Jesus, there was no heaven. It's a paradox. The faithful no longer need faith. We have so much evidence that backs up everything we believe. But yet, the modern intellectual, pseudo-intellectual, is always depicted as atheistic or agnostic. Like they're too smart to believe in God. Or only the dumb people believe in God.
Proved it. You can't prove the non-existence of something, and why would you? The periodic table of non-existent things is infinite, you know? It's like...
What? It never doesn't come off pompous and arrogant to talk like that. Watch Bill Maher do it right here. Watch how ridiculous this statement is. And also, look how almost cliche it is. The way he's speaking, it's almost like, of course smart people don't believe in God. I mean, like, how could you believe in God?
The human capacity to believe what's not true, to believe what you want to believe, they're never a case of human delusion or mass delusion or people can be.
Why there's suicide cults? Of course there are. No, I acknowledge that.
The capacity, the human capacity to believe what's not true, to believe what you want to believe is infinite. I mean, you are literally the person I'm talking about at the very beginning of the movie Religulous, because the very first scene, I'm sitting in the car and I'm saying, the movie is not a spiritual quest. I mean, that's what we told them, so they'd sign the release. The movie is me saying, I don't know how it could be that so many intelligent people can wall off a part of their mind and believe in something that part of their mind must know is not true. That's the question I'm going for in religion. And like, you're obviously a super smart guy.
And respectfully, you go ahead, sure.
And I don't want to insult you on that. I appreciate you saying
I don't want to insult you after I just insulted you.
Right, but you understand my question, right?
Interestingly, ironically, I have the same struggle. I don't know how somebody as intelligent as you, and I'm not trying to offend you,
cannot believe in a virgin birth?
Time out, hold on. All of that takes faith, I acknowledge, but that all of the fine-tuning of our universe, if any of those fine-tunings were off, a famous scientist...
Some of them are off.
A famous scientist said, to believe that the universe and the earth in its current composition was an act of randomness would to believe that a hurricane would go through a junkyard and assemble a 737 flight-ready Boeing.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there. There's a moment right there that you might have missed. It was small, it was subtle, where Bill, after he, mocks intelligent people who believe in God, saying that they must know that it's not true somewhere deep down, which is insane and quite insulting. After he's done with that, he says, you know where I'm coming from, right? As if that's just a normal way to believe. Like atheism, looking down at intelligent people who believe in God, like that's just a normal position. Like, you know where I'm coming from, right? No, Bill, I don't know where you're coming from. I can't even understand it a little bit. How you can claim to be an intellectual or an intelligent person and you don't believe in God. How do you explain anything? It's just all random? Well, I guess that makes sense. Your podcast is called Club Random. You are latched on to this random idea. Hate to break it to you, Bill. Everything is quite precise. As Charlie was beginning to say, it's about the fine-tuning of the universe, which no one can deny, and thus proves God, because it's so perfect. It has the fingerprints of a creator who thought it out. Intelligent design. God. Speaking of intelligent design, I want us now to go to Christopher Langan, recorded with a 210 IQ, who says that he believes in God, and he can prove it to you. And he actually explains it quite simply and nicely. And let's go right here.
Does God exist?
Yes.
Simple as
Yes.
that.
The reality has an identity. Okay? The identity is that as which something exists. Okay? Matter of fact, when you say the word reality, you're naming an identity. You're identifying something. This.
I'm smiling because your answer on this is so beautiful. It just reminds me of Moses at the burning bush. And Moses at the burning bush says, "Who shall I tell the people that you are?" Talking to God. And God says, "Tell them I am that I am."
That's right.
I am identity itself. I'm being himself.
That's exactly right. That's what the CTMU says. It just comes up with the mathematical structure that you need to build a reality out of that. You see? So you come up with that identity and then you search it for its properties. You see, once you've built the preliminary framework, then you start deducing the properties of this identity, and you find out that those properties match those of God as described in most of the world's major religions.
And the Bible. Perfect. And you can see how simply he explains it. We all accept this idea of reality that we all live in, this thing that holds us together, existence itself. God's name, I am that I am. He is existence itself. Therefore, this thing that we all name as reality is the presence of God. Even the atheists and agnostics understand reality. Christopher Langan was labeled as the smartest man with the 210 IQ. But there's another man named Young Hoon Kim of South Korea who is said to have a 276 IQ, the highest in recorded history. And do you know what he says? This man with the highest IQ in recorded history? Not just that God exists, which we can prove with the fine-tuning of the universe. No. But that Jesus Christ is God. He is the way, the truth, and the life. Young Hoon Kim agrees with his 276-point IQ. So the most intelligent man ever knows that the most famous man ever was and is God. Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Hate to break it to you, Bill, but the smartest people believe in God. And the smartest one knows that that God is Jesus Christ.